Welcome back to another episode of B Squared
Sports Talk.
I didn't know we were going to do it together. I kind of messed up a little bit.
That's all improv, you know.
Unlucky number 13. This is episode.
This is lucky 13. We're going to have 12 million views on this one.
If we do, number 13 is going to be my favorite number from here on out. Anything that I have to have a number for, 13 is going to be it.
Yeah.
I highly doubt that we're going to. What were you saying? 2 million? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 12 million.
12 million? That's probably not going to happen.
Probably not, no.
But, hey, you know, I would like that.
That'd be
Our
cool.
TikTok kind of did good. Wouldn't say blow up.
Yeah, decent
But,
TikTok,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Appreciate, everybody.
There was some feedback on it. We do appreciate the feedback 100%.
Hopefully my gain is better.
Yeah, we tried to adjust the microphones. We really don't know the terminology as it relates to the sound settings and the microphone settings.
Yeah.
What we need to adjust to make it more beneficial to our viewers. But we're trying our best. We're working through it.
What we are good at is sports talk, baby.
Amen. Amen. Our sports knowledge is top tier. I would say top tier.
Oh, I'd give it an 8.3 out of 10, probably.
You really can't think of a lot of people that really... I mean, some people that have different sports knowledge, but general sports knowledge about a different array of sports, I feel like we're pretty good.
We're decent, yeah.
I mean, obviously, like, people like on ESPN, like Stephen A. Smith and like Max Kellerman, they're probably a little bit better than us. Just a little. Just a little.
Maybe that much.
But
they're like here, and we're like... I mean,
we're creeping. We're creeping.
Yeah, we're like...
Each TikTok that blows up, we're going to be level. We're going to get
Stephen A. says something stupid, and we're like, boom.
Yeah.
We're ahead.
And that happens all the time.
It does happen. Almost daily.
That'd be a great job. That'd be a great job to have.
What do you want to start with here on these announcements?
Let's start with the giveaway winner.
You want to do the giveaway winner? So we had giveaway for a shirt, B Squared Sports Talk shirt. Should I go grab one real quick, show everyone?
It's all right. We'll just post a picture.
Yeah,
we have a picture of it.
We got pictures.
We
yeah,
do.
we'll just show it right
throw
there.
it up right there. We had a lot of people entering this giveaway.
We did.
A lot of entries.
And as you will see here shortly, there were several names on that wheel. I mean, there was duplicates, of course. I don't know if you read the terms of how to enter.
100%.
So just check it out right here. It's going. It's going.
You have this video?
Yeah, I got the video right here. And the winner was Conrad Viner.
Mr.
Congratulations,
Viner. Congratulations, sir.
We will get you that shirt as soon as we can.
Yeah,
we'll release this on Friday, and then after that,
we'll probably just reach out to you, talk to you.
Yeah, we'll holler at you.
And see what color and what size you need.
Appreciate the support, as always.
Everyone, just not Conrad.
Yeah.
Appreciate the support.
Yeah, everybody.
You sharing it, liking, commenting on it, because that put in entries, obviously. So that was good. I like that.
Appreciate it.
We received a lot more feedback on that than I thought we would.
Yeah,
honestly.
we did, for sure.
So that was good.
People like free stuff, baby.
They do.
You know?
And so going off of that, so Conrad's our winner, so he gets the free T-shirt.
He gets free T-shirt.
We still have some T-shirts available.
We do.
We're out of white XLs, correct?
We are out of white XLs.
We still have some black XLs. But
yep, we got black. We got, medium to 2X. We got an array of shirts. So if you would like one, $20.
That's what we're going to be doing for.
Yep. And we do have, you can contact either one of us, or if you want to message our page, you can do that as well. But we do have Venmos available, cash, check, whatever you guys want to do. So
whatever's easiest for you.
Except credit card. We don't have that.
We don't have a machine. We can't run that yet.
Yeah, we don't.
That's in the corporate budget, but we don't have.
Yeah.
We can't fit it in yet.
Exactly. So.
But yeah,
there's that. And
anything else when it comes to the T-shirts, merch, or anything?
So.
I don't think so either.
That should be it for that.
Let's go on to the question. The fan question.
Fan questions.
From Mr. Fort.
Ryan Fort.
I hope we didn't even talk about this, so I hope it's the same. It was a question from last episode, correct?
Yeah, the overrated. And
okay,
underrated.
Yeah, just making sure.
I put 2 for each.
So 2 baseball, 2 basketball, 2 football.
No, I did 2. I guess 1 MLB and 1 NFL. I guess 2 MLB and 2 NFL.
Did you do an NBA?
No.
I did one basketball, football, and baseball.
You did? Okay.
Overrated and underrated. So 6 total.
Yeah. Okay, I have 4. So.
Okay. What do you want to start out with first?
We
Underrated, overrated?
Let's do the overrated players.
Okay.
Who do you got as an overrated player?
Baseball, basketball, football.
Football.
This is probably going to make a lot of people mad. I like the guy personally. Like, I think he's good when he plays, but Odell.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think he is super overrated and asked way too much money. And, like, when he's playing, I think he's top 15, 20 receiver maybe. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Because
he's way overhyped.
Even when he was with the Rams when they won the Super Bowl, Cooper Kupp was still their number 1. I mean, he was good and beneficial to him, and I think he helped win it. But I think he is overhyped a lot.
Definitely.
Your football?
Dak Prescott. Big time overhyped.
For being one of the most highest paying quarterbacks in the league history.
And you're gonna only play 12 games last year and lead the league in interceptions, and people are still gonna think you're a god? No, sorry, Dak, you're overrated, bud.
I think he's 100% overrated, and I feel like a lot of people would agree with that, but maybe especially after this year, I feel like a lot more people will agree with that.
Yes.
But I about put Ezekiel Elliott, but he's
He did decent last
And
year. He had 900
and,
yards rushing.
and he's had really good numbers in the past. And I was looking at his numbers, and I wouldn't consider him overrated because
he had a really good rookie and sophomore year, I believe. So people expected more.
That's true. And then he just kind of.
So he has an average season. People think he's horrible.
I get that, but I didn't want to put that after I saw the numbers a little bit. So.
Yeah.
Moving on from football, basketball, most overrated player, I think, is Ben Simmons. He is so overrated.
I would agree with that.
I mean, he was good and decent in college. I wouldn't even say good. I mean, he's obviously better than me. But, he wasn't even good in college, and then he was trying to be a point guard. And if you're a point guard in today's game, you have to shoot the ball. Yeah. He can't even shoot behind the top of the key. He can't even shoot, dude. So I feel like he's super overrated. When he's in, he plays a lot of minutes and has 9 assists and 4 points. I feel like somebody that's 6'10" and moves like that and is quick and work that downhill.
Scorer.
Even, look at Giannis. I mean, he shoots the ball a lot better now, but when he first started becoming really good, all he would do is drive to the lane. I feel like Ben Simmons could do that, but injury-prone, kind of an attitude problem, I feel like, too, a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I have him as my overrated player.
I didn't really have anybody in overrated, but I would like to say James Harden.
I knew you were going to say that. That's what I thought you were going to write down. You didn't write one down, but
I just don't like him, and I do think he's overrated. I mean, he averaged a triple-double for a while, but I just probably don't like him.
Pretty sure he's 4th on the all-time three-point made list, too.
All-time,
or 5th, maybe. I don't think so, actually.
What's his field goal percentage?
It's probably pretty bad.
Yeah.
But when he was with the I don't think he's good anymore, but when he was with the Rockets, dude, he was so good. Yeah. Very good. Very good.
Keep moving here. Another overrated.
Last one for baseball, I got Trevor Story.
I like that.
I mean, he had did he have 2 good years or 1 good year in Colorado?
I
think he had 1 really good year and maybe 1 decent year in Colorado.
Probably.
But then he just went downhill, and I feel like didn't the Red Sox give him a lot of money?
I think so. And he didn't really wasn't hurt though. He was hurt for a little bit.
He just strikes out a lot. Yeah, he strikes out a lot. I mean, his swing is perfect for Fenway. He just gets under the ball a lot and just lofts it out there to left, but I think he's very overrated.
Mine? He's a good player, but he's an overrated player. He just signed for way too much money, in my opinion. Xander Bogaerts.
I was going to say Manny Machado.
No, Xander Bogaerts is overrated.
I agree with that. He's an average guy.
He's a good hitter, but to get paid that much, I thought that was ridiculous for Xander Bogaerts.
Definitely for Xander Bogaerts.
Yes, he's a decent player, and you think about the Red Sox and how they're good teams over the past years. You don't Xander Bogaerts doesn't just pop out.
Yeah, he's not the star player on that team.
But then to get paid that much money, I thought it makes sense.
You think he's top 5 shortstop?
No.
Really?
We can talk about that later.
Okay, we can, yeah.
Because we're going to get this opening done.
So going to underrated now. Basketball, he doesn't currently play anymore, but one of my favorite players of all time, Kyle Korver. Yeah. I feel like he was so underrated.
I like that.
And he was an absolute beast. One of the most purest shooters of all time. And I mean, I feel like a lot of people, especially our friends, know he was really good and loved watching him and everything. Sure. But he was definitely, in my opinion, one of the most underrated players.
Yeah, I don't really have any underrated.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'd have to think on it. I don't want to think too hard.
I was going to say. But I thought, didn't you have 2?
Yeah, I have 2. Yeah, baseball.
Yeah,
or one baseball, one football. I'll do my football one first. I got Christian Kirk for the Jaguars. I think he's a really good receiver.
I like that.
I think, he had 84 receptions for 1,108 yards and 9 touchdowns this year. That's pretty good.
That is real good.
And not a whole lot of people are, gawking about it, And I think he's a really good player.
Him or Calvin Ridley's probably going to be the one. I don't know who's going to be the one. That's going to
be a really good
I bet it's going to be Christian Kirk, but probably should be the one.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Especially if they sign Evan Ingram back.
Yeah.
That's going to be really nice.
They're going to be
really
pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
Who do you got for football?
Chandler Jones, defensive end. I think he's on the Raiders now.
Yeah.
Is he on the Raiders now? Dude, he's been putting up insane numbers for 10 years straight.
I like that.
And really you don't hear him be talked about a lot. I think he was
the only thing you heard about him this year was that touchdown he got right at the end of that one game against Patriots when Mac Jones fumbled it and he picked it up and ran it.
And you never see him. And I think he's been in defensive player conversations before in the past, and this year he just wasn't. He struggled a little bit.
Yeah.
But when he was with the Cardinals, he was very good, very solid. And you really don't see people talk about him a lot.
Right.
Is that it for you?
I got a baseball one.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Vinny P, baby.
Vinny P.
Oh yeah.
I feel like he's not really. He just hasn't burst onto the scene yet. He's just a really young guy and hasn't really had a full season yet. But very underrated.
Very first AB in spring training, couple days ago. Homer.
2-run shot to right, baby.
Today, 2 ribbies.
Did he?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. This one, I can't remember if we talked about this last week for baseball. I might have talked about it with Dawson. But baseball, one of the most underrated, I think, Kyle Tucker.
I like that,
dude.
I heard somebody talking about that.
It might have been us.
It may have been us.
Even on last episode, but
I don't remember. Yeah, I do remember.
But he's put up 90 RBIs, I think, the past 2 to 3 years.
Yeah,
and his average guy.
Playoffs, he was hitting bombs
and his
randomly.
Swing is gross, kind of.
It is gross,
but he produces, and he's I think on the top 100, he was like in the 11 to 20 in that category.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, he's good, and so people really don't consider him underrated.
Yeah, I mean,
you really don't see him talked about a lot.
Exactly.
So I feel like that's why. That's it.
We can keep going with the MLB talk here.
Yeah. Let's go ahead.
First bullet point: predict the winner of each division. Start the AL or NL?
Let's start AL.
Okay. I know we did this I think right at the end of the season last year. I'm anxious to see if it's changed at all for you.
My AL West is the Astros.
I got the Astros as well.
They're going to dominate, especially
Mariners will compete.
That's why I want to put the Mariners, but they're going to be a wild card team for sure.
Yeah, for
100%.
Sure. They're not quite to the Astros level.
I wanted to say Athletics, but they're not going to be too decent this year.
Are you lying?
Yes.
Because they're bad.
They're going to lose like 110 games. They're going to be really bad.
Billy Bean is figured out.
He's probably gone soon. So
yeah,
that's
probably.
why. AL West, you had Astros, correct?
I had Astros as well.
AL Central, I got Guardians.
I
want to put the Royals so bad.
I do too,
I want
dude. That's next
Royals
year,
to
probably.
be good. I want the Royals to be good. And I feel like right now is a prime opportunity to go get people and go be good.
Yeah.
Because all you got to compete with is Guardians, I feel like.
It's how they're going to... I mean, you just look at the potential. They have a chance to be a really good team or a horrible team. Like you don't know which way.
And I feel like I don't know. Like you look at the Astros, I guess. And
they have a chance to be a good team or a good team.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like the Royals aren't like that. And there's a lot of teams that aren't like that. Like the Padres, Dodgers, Astros, Cardinals, probably Mets, Braves are probably the only teams that you really think are going to be really, really good.
Yeah. AL East. I got the Yanks.
Yanks? I got Blue Jays.
Yeah.
I
thought that was a tough one for me. I was going to say Blue Jays, but
I think they're going to be good. I think they're going to be like a young, energetic team. A lot of cockiness to them.
Yeah.
I don't want to say cockiness, but like a lot of just different appeal to them than other teams. And I think that's going to really help them kind of advance further out of the AL East.
I think the Yankees. They did it this year. I think they'll do it again next year. I think they'll win 100 games this year, the Yankees.
And they're probably going to lose in the ALDS or ALCS.
Could be.
Probably.
For sure.
To the Astros.
That'd be good.
100%.
I would love that.
Moving on to the NL West. We might have talked about this last week, I think.
We did.
We both got Dodgers, correct? I got Dodgers. Easy. I wanted to put Padres. I think it's going to be going up because the Padres beat them last year in the playoffs as a wild card team. Right. So I think it's going to be the series that play out throughout the year are going to be really good between Dodgers and Padres.
It'll be fun to watch for sure.
Central?
I got Dodgers as well. Central?
Who do you got?
I put 2 because I really would like to see this other team, but I would really like to see this other team as well.
Who are they?
I think it's going to be the Cardinals, but I snuck the Cubs in there.
Dude, I about put the Cubs in there, too. Yeah. I got Cardinals, but I about put the Cubs because I really want them to be good.
That'd be cool.
And I saw their lineup.
Swanson. Who else did they get?
Hosmer, Mancini.
Yeah.
Bellinger.
Yeah, they got a bunch of
that Nico Hearn, I think.
It'd be a cool.
Or something.
Yeah, it's going to be a cool team to watch.
It will be. It's going to be really cool.
I think that'd be, yeah. In the East, I got Braves, easy.
I got Braves. We talked about that last week.
Mets think they're going to.
I think they're both going to win 95-plus games, Braves and Mets.
90-plus, not 95-plus.
They both won 100 last year, didn't they? Over 100?
They did. So but now you play every single team in the major leagues this year.
That's true. I like that.
I love that. I hope they do that every year.
We'll keep going off that. So that's the predictions for each division. Now we're going on to the Royals starting lineup. Who do you think it should be? I'll start. You just want to
go by position?
Yeah.
Or do you want to go batting order? I guess that doesn't really matter.
Batting order or position?
Batting order.
Yeah, let's just go position.
Position, you want to start at...
catcher.
Salvi.
Obviously Salvi.
First base.
Vinny
P.
Nick Prado.
No, he's going to be in AAA.
Do you really think he'll be in AAA?
I bet so.
That sucks kind of for him. I want him to be up there.
I think they're going to promote...
But he just struggled last year.
I think they'll promote Franmil Reyes. He had a home run the other day. Did you see that?
I did see that.
Him to the MLB.
I did see that. Second base... I struggled with this one.
Michael Massey.
That's what I got.
Easy. I didn't struggle with that whatsoever.
I wanted to put Nicky a little bit, but...
I didn't. Third base.
Hunter Dozier.
I got Dozier there too. I think Dozier's a better hitter than Nicky Lopez.
We gotta give him a chance for how much we're paying him.
Exactly.
We gotta give him a chance.
What, $12 million a year or something?
Which sucks.
Yeah.
Especially if he's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
I like the guy. I want him to be successful. I want him to do good because he'd be a solid third baseman.
Dude,
really solid.
When he does play good, he's so good. Like, he hits doubles like crazy, bombs like crazy, you know? Like, he's a good hitter when he's a good hitter. If not, he'll ground out to third or short every time.
Or strike out.
Yeah, or strike out.
So that's the infield.
Shortstop.
Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt.
Easy.
So we got the same infield, correct?
Bobby Witt's going to be all-star this year.
You think?
Yeah. Vinny might be as well. Vinny's going to be better than Bobby this year. Bobby is going to have a lot more stolen bases.
You think Vinny's going to have 30 home runs? 25 plus? 30?
Vinny's going to have 27.
27?
27 bombs.
27 bombs.
I don't know. Maybe 31. I don't know.
33? That's what I got.
I'm just an optimistic Vinny guy. Yeah. Big Vinny fan.
Going to the outfield, you want to start in left?
Sure, we'll start in left.
I got Edward Olivares.
I got Olivares as well in left. And moving over to center field, obviously I want Drew Waters, but he's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So can't have
Kyle
Drew Waters,
Isbell.
so you got to put Kyle Isbell there.
I want Drew Waters as well. But
Drew Waters is going to be a really good player.
He is. Very good player.
Come back. But that's at least it's only 6 weeks from like last week, so he's got like 5 weeks left.
Probably about a month left, a little over a month.
So he'll be out for 1 or 2 weeks in the regular season. He'll be all right.
Doesn't he have a cannon? Doesn't he have a strong arm?
He does. And dude, he's like a small guy, but he
can cover some ground too, can't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle Isbell's the best ground cover.
Yeah.
Or gets the best jump.
When Drew Waters is in, I'd put Kyle in right, but right now I got Nate Eaton in right.
I got Nate Eaton right as well.
DH? Major
Melendez.
That's who I got.
MJ Melendez. And this is my batting order just with those guys that we had. Melendez leading off, a lefty. Bobby Witt Jr. batting second, a righty. Vinny Pasquantino batting third, a lefty. Salvi batting fourth, a righty. And then I kind of had some trouble because I want Drew Waters there at the 5 spot as a switch hitter. But I'll put Kyle Isbell there. I don't really like that either.
Really? A 5?
Where else am I going to put him?
9? That's where I got him.
I would love to go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
That doesn't matter in today's game. Not at all.
I would like to do it. So I got Isbell and then Dozier and then Massey, then Olivares and Eaton.
I have my top 4 the
potentially same. Olivares raised in the order.
I got Olivares at 5. I like that.
I mean, I was really digging the. I started, the top 4 left, right, left, right. I was like, I keep this going really.
Yeah, I do like that.
But in reality, I'd put Waters at 5.
I don't even know if I'd put Waters at 5.
I would put Waters at 5 for sure. Dude, he's gonna hit 25 home runs if he's healthy.
I know, but I'm a big believer, and this is just me personally, in spreading out the lineup a little bit. Like, I don't feel like you should
cluster it all at top.
Because, like, right now, my bottom 3 are Nate Eaton, Michael Massey, Kyle Isbell. That sucks.
Not necessarily. Michael Massey, he's a solid hitter.
I would put Drew Waters at, like, 8 or 9.
No way.
Dude,
you want your 8 or 9 hole hitting.
I always think your 9 hole should be your second leadoff. I always think that, 100%.
What, you want him to be leading your team in home runs at your 9 hole?
Sure, if you can.
If he's hitting the most home runs, wouldn't you want him towards the top of the lineup?
Not if
if
MJ, Bobby, Salvi, and Vinny are hitting 25.
Well, we don't know that. Whatever.
And I feel like Olivares is going to hit probably 12 plus.
I got Fran Mill, question mark right here.
Does he play outfield or do he play infield?
He's like first base DH guy.
Okay, I thought he was outfield for some reason.
So he'd be taking Nick Prado's spot, but
I like Nick Prado, but he just wasn't.
He struck out a lot. He had like a 30% strikeout rate.
His average was terrible last year. He just did not produce it. I mean,
he had a nice walk-off bomb that one time.
His defense was great.
Yeah,
it's above average. His defense
better D than Vinny, for sure.
Yeah, but
how are we doing on time? Probably pretty bad.
No, we got about 4 minutes. 2 minutes.
Oh, we're doing great. I thought we were doing bad. I forgot we don't have to take 35 minutes for NFL anymore.
Yeah, it's good.
Helps it out. And then I wrote a little note here: Barlow, Chapman, Stallmont, Amir Garrett, Dylan Coleman. Those are 5 really potentially good arms
for the bullpen.
Yeah,
you got Aroldis.
Yeah.
Did you say him?
I said.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
And then you got Ryan Yarborough. I don't know if he'll be a starter.
I think he will be.
Bullpen guy.
I think I've been seeing he has been a starter.
And who else do you got in the bullpen?
Duffy?
No. Taylor Clark. See if he does
for
crap.
That's gonna be struggling.
You
say Amir Garrett in that list?
I said Amir Garrett. Jose Cuas.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
He did decent last year.
He did.
Former UPS driver.
Yeah, I think it was FedEx, but
whatever.
But yeah, I think the bullpen.
Brad Keller. Potentially.
I think, and the thing I saw, he was in the starting rotation. I think he was the 5.
I don't like him as starter.
Which sucks.
I like him a long reliever. Or maybe even a potential turning into Wade Davis. I don't know.
Especially if he can throw hard and just 15 pitches that he throws. I would like that a lot.
Yeah.
I would like that a lot.
A 97 and hit him with that 90-mile-an-hour slider.
Yeah, for sure.
He's sick.
That's it with Royal. I guess you want to go to this next bullet.
Let's just finish Royals.
About Salvi? This question?
Yeah.
How many more years does Salvi have behind the dish?
2 or 3.
I put 1 or 2.
Really?
Yeah.
First base and DH after that.
I feel like I don't think he wants to play first base. Like that's the thing.
He might just want a DH.
I mean, and I guess him and MJ can just switch after a couple years or next year or something like that. But he looks like he's slimmed down a lot this year. Have you seen?
I did see him.
He looks good. He looks really good. Yeah. Because I feel like past couple years he's been like 270 as a catcher.
Yeah.
Catching 135 games at 260 is a lot on your body. A lot on your body.
We'll see how he does. I mean, I'm really excited for this year.
And I really
so excited.
I really do. I mean, obviously it's still a strain, but like I really feel like the catcher stance where you just sit on one leg and put the other one out like he does.
Yeah.
I feel like obviously that's a lot less hard on your knees.
Right.
I mean, you're still bending your knee a little bit, like in the way that you would if you were in a catcher stance, but I feel like that takes some pressure off the knees for sure.
I don't know if I watched a video or read a stat. I think I may have said it last week on the episode, but him and MJ were like 2 of the worst defensive catchers last year.
Really?
2 of the worst.
And I think Salvi's.
They got a new catching coach though, and
I
he's been really.
I think he just battled with injuries last year too. Salvi did.
Yeah, but. And Salvi did say he was like, yeah, I've won some Gold Gloves, but I am still learning. Is what he said.
And I like that.
But I love that.
Wanting to learn, wanting to become better after he's won Gold Gloves. I do like that a lot. Shows the kind of person
just
he is.
New guys in there. You got Cal Eldred out of there. You got Matt Quatrero, manager. Can't think of who the pitching coach was that they got. The name's there, but whatever. He's doing pretty good, I think.
They'll be really solid.
So, yeah, I'm excited. Royals.
Yeah, that's it with the Royals, right?
That's it.
All right. This next bullet. Pitch clock rules. You've been seeing a little bit of that?
I have. You see that one game that ended the other day?
I don't know. Walk-off pitch clock violation?
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about it.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing, but...
And, especially in high-pressure situations.
Yeah.
Imagine if you're a pitcher and they've fouled 5 off in a row.
You need a breather.
You're going to need and you need to settle down.
Yeah.
You getting back on the bump is obviously speeding up the game, yes, but that's... Yeah. I don't know. I feel like as a hitter...
You're going to have to use one of your mound visits for that, probably.
And I feel like as a hitter, too, you're going to want to slow down a little bit, especially if you fouled 5 off in a row. You're going to want to collect it a little bit and think about what you're doing and regroup almost, but you can't do that.
Yeah. I would say, if you're going to do this, you almost need... Because I think they're only allowed a certain amount of mound visits as well.
Yeah.
Allow more,
I agree. But I saw an interview with Manny Machado.
At least catcher mound visits,
Interview with Manny Machado. He's like, I'm going to be down a lot 0-1 this year. And I'm like...
Not ready.
And I feel like a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Because it's such a big difference. It really
Hopefully
is.
It's just an experiment.
Yeah, I really hope. Because it's not implemented, for sure in regular season games, is it?
I think it is.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it is.
God, that sucks.
Yeah.
I do not like that.
And they're keeping the Ghost Runner, too, which I think is stupid.
This is last year, though, for the Ghost Runner. And extras?
Yeah, they're keeping it.
What do you mean Ghost Runner?
The Ghost Runner that goes at second in the 10th inning.
Oh, I thought they weren't keeping it.
Are you
sure?
They are keeping it for sure.
That's dumb.
It's
I
really
don't like
dumb.
that either.
Yeah.
Because they want to speed up the game.
They had a vote. And the vote passed it.
I have this right here. People that enjoy baseball really don't care how long the game is. Truly enjoy baseball.
Yeah.
You're going to a Royals game for 4 hours, because you want to get there a little bit early, watch BP, and just take it in a little bit.
Exactly.
I feel like that's part of the experience. Exactly. It really should be. You spending that much money on a game and trying to get it over in 2 hours and 20 minutes is stupid. Yeah. I don't like that.
I don't either.
I mean, that's just me as a baseball fan, but I don't understand who is the people saying that we need to speed up games. That's what I want to know. Who is saying that? Is it people on the broadcast stations because they're taking up too much time? That's the only thing that I could think of.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they can't have enough time for other programs to come in, so if they're losing money. That's my thing. I don't know who is saying this.
Or some players, are just tired, but that would be stupid.
It's part of the game. You're millions of dollars. It's part of the game, man. I don't know. And it's different for us saying it because we haven't played a 162-game season or sat in the dugout for 162 games.
Played about 32.
And traveled and everything like that. So it sucks, but I don't know.
Yeah.
From my perspective, I just want to know who is saying that and who wants to speed up the game so bad that we have to implement this pitch clock.
Yeah. Too much. I think it's just causing a little bit of stress on players.
It is, and something else that you have to think about. And baseball's already a huge mental game.
Yeah.
Already a huge mental
game. Now you're like, oh crap, I gotta. It's 3-2. I have to go right now. I can't step 100%. Off. I can step off and think about this, but I can't step off again.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So it's.
Where are we at?
Name one thing from the past that you wish would still be in the game today. I got a couple things.
I got 2 things as well. My first one is something I put here is pitchers throwing not hard. Like Greg Maddux, I used to love. I watch videos all the time of
dice
him.
Up with that sinker.
And just 88, 89, and just being out in front on it. I feel like that's kind of a lost art because almost anybody that's coming up now has to throw 95 plus. Has to throw 95 plus. If you're not throwing 95 plus, they're not even going to look at you to be in the MLB.
Well, players have also evolved to swing out of their shoes to hit a home run or strike out.
That's true.
Look at the strikeout rate; it is ridiculous.
Oh, I don't know.
That's one of mine. I wish there was less strikeouts. I wish people on 2 strikes
would shorten up a little bit.
Shorten up and just trying to get the ball in play. But no one does that. They just still try to hit bombs.
Because that's what the viewers want, I guess.
I don't know.
But a true baseball fan like you, you want them to shorten up. You want them to go the other way to kind of not load as much and just not take a step, really.
Put the ball
choke
in
up
play,
on it.
Make them make the play instead of just swinging and missing or hitting a home run. Mm-hmm. You're not going to hit a home run every time.
Yeah.
You're going to hit a home run 1 out of every 15 times,
And we kind of talked about this. I can't remember what camp we went to for a college visit camp or something like that a long time ago. But one of the coaches was like, you should try to hit doubles in the gap and the home runs will come. I can't remember where it was, but it doesn't matter where it was. But
I think that was Dusty Dreher who told us that
was
at
it?
one point. I'm pretty sure.
But and I agree with that. You should try to hit doubles and line drives. You shouldn't try to just hit piss rockets up into the air and over the fence. Hit line drives and the home runs are definitely going to come, especially if you got that backspin.
Yeah, backspin T, baby.
Yeah, oh yeah.
El Cafe. I also got no robot umps.
I
Get
agree.
that out of here.
I hate that. It just takes away part of the game.
Yeah, like that human element out there.
Who's gonna break up the fights right away? You know,
Robot, he's gonna have a cannon arm.
I mean, if you ever do go to robot umps,
be sure there's still a human there, and it's just all going to their ear.
Yes.
Like if they want to make the calls, whatever, through their ear, whatever. Make sure there is.
Or like the
umps there.
challenge that they've been implementing, and I think it was in the fall league, the rookie fall league.
Oh,
Like where you could
balls and strikes.
Yeah, I don't mind.
That's fine.
I don't know. I guess
mean-
it's the way every other league's developing and progressing. So I
Yeah.
guess I don't know.
it's whatever.
But I agree with the robot.
And then I have one more thing. It's just kind of a funny one, but like back in the day, you would always like during the All-Star game, you would wear your home uniform.
Oh, I like that.
I wish you'd wear your home uniforms today.
And NBA even used to do that
Yeah.
too, and they went away from it.
Yeah.
I love that as well.
That was really cool.
I got one more thing as well.
Okay.
They've kind of going away from it this year. The shift. I hated the shift so much.
Yeah.
I hated it so
Yeah.
much.
Ruined
But
so many players' careers.
It's obviously this year's going to be a little different. I think the rules they have for the shift, like this,
They're fair.
I think they
like
are.
them.
I do like it, especially for how much people use the shift.
Yes.
I do like it.
So
I
yeah,
think they're fair.
you can still shift. Like if the second baseman wants to play way to the right, and the shortstop wants to play right at second base,
you can do that. Yeah.
You don't have to play with a second baseman in right field.
Does
and
the
then
second baseman can they still go out in like deep right?
No,
Or like
they
shallow
cannot go
right?
on the grass. All 4 feet both your feet have to be on
He's
the
like a bear.
dirt. Yeah.
But yeah, okay, I do like that. I feel like infielder should have to stay on the infield.
Yeah.
But
That's a good rule.
it is a good rule.
And then this one more thing bullet. Did you put anything under that?
I did not.
I did.
What is it?
If the Royals make the World
Series we're going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Behind home plate?
Sure. If you're buying,
We'll
that's
have
fine.
to rob a bank.
But that was just my one more thing I added there.
I like that.
Thanks.
That's it with MLB, unless you got anything else.
That is all I got for Major League Baseball.
That's all I got from Major League Baseball as well. We're kind of behind time right here.
That's all right.
But we don't got too much about NBA.
Now we can
go through it pretty quick.
quick NBA.
Yep. Name one player from the past who you think could be really successful in today's game.
Michael Jordan.
I got MJ. I got one more too.
I got Shaq.
Shaq. Ooh, I like that a lot.
Shaq would tear up these guys.
He would.
His defense, guarding them, at the 3-point line, wouldn't be as good, but he would still dominate all these scrawny centers.
Mhm.
You don't
I
see
do
any
like
7'2", 330 centers
That are
anymore.
quick and
Yeah.
can be dominant and
Yes.
strong.
Yeah.
I got two more actually. The one
Okay.
that just came to my mind. Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
Dude, he was like a quick
Tank.
and
And
shoot.
Karl Malone would dominate
Yeah,
too.
yeah, and just all those big guys could just grab 20 boards a game.
for
But-
sure.
And Hakeem had the moves that would work in today's game.
Right.
He could shoot a little bit mid range, so I feel like he'd be really good.
Yeah,
And my other one's Reggie Miller. I think he'd be really good.
he would be good.
Just because he's quick. I mean, he could drive too and spot up mid range, but his 3-point shooting would be very strong in today's game.
Yeah.
You could really go look at any 3-point shooter in the past that their main thing was threes and say they could be good in today's game.
yeah, pretty much.
Next question is name a player from today's game who would be good in the past.
I put the words a lot.
A
'Cause
lot?
I feel like a lot of the players in today's game, just, skill-wise and the studies and just the advancement in technology, everyone's a lot better now. I think so. A couple I put out. I put LeBron. I feel like he would have dominated back then. Steph Curry. I feel like he would have dominated. And I also put KD would have been insane.
Especially with the mid range game that he has, he'd be very
What
solid.
about the long range game?
Mhm.
He can shoot back then. Did you have any 6'10" players that were shooting threes and slashing like he was?
Have a 7'3" wingspan.
Yeah, no, you did.
My guy, I put one guy here. I got Giannis.
Yeah,
Dude,
that'd
he
a
would
good
be
one,
so
too.
good. And just watching him, all the old guys trying to guard him and him just
Yeah.
barreling down and just
Yeah.
dunking, he'd be so good.
Destroying Wilt Chamberlain in the post.
I don't know about that.
He would. Not, probably.
I don't know. We never saw him play.
Shaq.
I like this next question. I'm really glad you put it on there.
I didn't put mascots or anything, did you?
No.
I just put locations.
Yeah, locations.
Okay. If you could name, I wonder if they're the same. If you could add 2 expansion teams to the NBA, where would you locate them and why?
Kansas City.
I didn't even have that.
Really?
I didn't.
I would love it in Kansas City. Have us on our own team that we could go watch NBA.
Kansas City Kings.
Yeah,
That's who it used to be. But
exactly. And I would also want another old team.
Seattle SuperSonics.
That was mine.
back.
I would
That would be
love
awesome.
that. I feel like their fan base was insane.
Yeah.
And their jerseys were so cool.
Yeah,
They
dude,
were so
they
cool.
were so awesome.
My other one that I have is Vegas, just
Yeah.
because I feel like it would bring in a lot of people, bring in a lot of
yeah.
money, obviously.
Lots of money.
Vegas is the most ideal one. I feel like Vegas and Seattle are probably most ideal. But Kansas City, they're a sports town, I feel like. Especially,
big sports town.
Especially when they're good. Their teams are good, but their teams are bad, they're really not.
Go look at our TikTok page. You'll see the TikTok.
But, Kansas City's a good one. I didn't even think about that, really, when I was writing that down.
But I think it'd be awesome to have an NBA team close. I'd probably be more into the NBA.
Definitely. Be a Kansas City.
I don't want to go to Oklahoma City. Be a Thunder fan, really.
What about Omaha, Nebraska? Do you think they could get a team?
No. Nothing in Nebraska except Cornhusker football.
Yeah, sure.
Which we can go into and talk about.
Very nice transition.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
So that's it with NBA. Now we're going to NCAA football.
Nebraska Outlook and OU Outlook is what you have here at the beginning. I didn't write a whole lot for Nebraska.
I didn't write a whole lot for OU either.
We're still targeting Dylan Raiola, 5-star, number 1 overall recruit. He was in Lincoln, Nebraska. Posted on his Twitter the other day.
Did he?
He was at the basketball game.
Nice.
Yeah. The basketball game which they won, which took them over 500.
Basketball team?
Yeah, I think they're like 15.
Are they making the tournament? Probably not.
No, probably not. They're gonna have to win the Big Ten tournament probably. Probably be in the NIT.
NIL. What an idiot.
But we also, we got a good transfer quarterback. I was reading a Sports Illustrated article because
isn't Casey Thompson still gonna be the guy?
I think so. You said Heisman favorite, right? So I was just Googling, like possible Heisman favorites, and I saw on there Jeff Sims of Nebraska. I was like, what the heck? I was like making sure it was right. Yeah, 2023, 2024. Huh. And we got him from Georgia Tech. He's like this 6'3", dual threat quarterback. I was like,
if Casey Thompson's the guy, then obviously he's not going to be probably
good. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they probably don't know who the guy is yet. I mean, it's too early. But if we got Dylan Raiola, that would be sick.
That would be.
Donovan Raiola, his uncle, is posted up on the rafters at Memorial Stadium.
That would be sick. Keep the family tradition going for sure.
Really cool. But Nebraska, I think they're on the right track with Matt Rule.
Who's in their they're in the Big Ten West or East?
Big Ten West.
That's
Wisconsin,
not very good.
Purdue, Indiana.
And they've all struggled this last year.
Illinois, yeah.
So all struggled this last year. Usually Wisconsin's typically the one that comes out of that, but they struggled.
But like you look at the other side, Ohio State, Michigan State, Penn State.
Very solid.
Yeah, very solid.
100% very solid.
We have a chance, like we just have to be average and we can make the Big Ten title game.
For sure.
What about OU? How are they looking?
I think they're going to be a lot better than last year. I think I don't want to say it was like a learning curve with all new coaches coming in, but I just, my opinion on Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's the guy.
Yeah.
And I think obviously somebody would have had it been the quarterback this year besides Jackson Arnold that they brought in, because Jackson Arnold was like Gatorade Player of the Year quarterback.
Really,
dude, he's so good. And I think the next couple of years he's going to be an absolute beast and probably a Heisman favorite.
That'd be cool.
But I think they're going to be a little bit better than this year or last year. But just because they're going to have coaching figure out all the players, or majority of the players that were there have been with them a year already. So I feel like they'll be a little bit better, but I don't think they're winning the Big 12.
So my surprise question for other person from on the bottom, I got unpopular opinion. OU football legacy dies after 2 years in the SEC?
Does Nebraska's legacy die after the years in the Big 10?
I mean, they are a completely different team than the Big 12.
Than they were in the Big 12?
Oh, yeah. They're horrible.
And I'm sure OU's going to be a completely different team than when they were in the Big 12.
I know. Do you think they're going to be still, going...
championship?
This last year, their record wasn't awesome, but do you think they're going to be going 10-2, 11-1, 9-3, 10-2, 11-1, 11-1, 10-2? Or do you think they're going to be more like 8-4, 7-5, 9-3, 8-4, 10-2?
Dude, that's so tough because I feel like I'm going off of who's going to be there playing. Like Jackson Arnold, I think he could really lead them.
But when you play all these SEC schools,
and that's the thing.
Big 12.
But I feel like Big 12's you see
it's not Alabama and it's not.
I don't know.
Georgia SEC.
Yeah.
Alabama, Georgia.
But I don't know what conference. I think there's a West
Tennessee.
and East or a North and South or something like that in the SEC.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Florida,
Kentucky was good this year. It's gonna be tough.
It is.
It's not just you're not gonna have
K-State, Texas.
Yeah, K-State and Texas to fight against.
Yeah.
I mean, KU was decent this year.
Texas Tech was. I don't think they were.
I think
Oklahoma
State was decent. I guess Big 12 was decent this year.
Yeah, they were.
But it's not always decent, you know.
But it's going to be weird. But I think the thing with this, I always say this, OU's O-line, when they were dominant all those years in the past, their O-line was insanely good.
Yeah.
No sacks a game. Maybe one sack in 5 games.
That's why they had all them Heisman winners.
That is why they had all them Heisman winners. And they had 8 seconds to throw in the pocket.
Right.
And last year their O-line wasn't very good. But I feel like if they can get a good O-line, and I like Jeff Lebby, their offensive coordinator, and I feel like he's a good coach when it comes to offensive game plan, but they just need a strong line, a solid line. Sure. And that's why I feel like personally we've been so successful in the past.
Nebraska needs a better line. They'd be a lot better.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of teams just need a better line. They'd be a lot better.
Who are some Heisman favorites you got?
I got 1.
I put 3 on here.
You go first since you have 3.
Well,
I had to put my boy Drake May in there. You know, he did really good last year.
He was one of yours at the beginning.
Possible got snubbed, you know, but
he didn't get snubbed. But, you know, what was he this year? Freshman or sophomore? Anyways,
he did really well.
Yeah.
He could
potentially be better next year. Another one.
Caleb Williams.
That's who I got. That's my one that I got. Caleb Williams. Just because.
JJ McCarthy, possibly.
Yeah, I like that a lot. But, because it depends on how well they play Ohio State, Michigan State, Penn State.
Exactly.
All those schools, because they're going to be really tough games. But I feel like JJ McCarthy's going to be really good.
Caleb Williams might go back-to-back. Has anybody ever gone back-to-back?
I don't think so. We might have had that question before. You know?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember that. But it's going to be tough.
It will be. Number one pick, going to the Bears. Or I saw the Bears might trade their number one pick.
I saw that they might trade their number one pick too, but I don't know who they would trade it to.
Yeah, I know.
I think the Bears were going to get Jalen Carter. Isn't that who they...
That's the mock draft.
Jalen Carter's not competing in any of the combine events I saw.
Really?
But he's doing their pro day. Like,
if it were me, I'd get Will Anderson.
Will Anderson.
For sure, dude. That dude is insane. That dude is a beast.
He is. That's probably who I would go to if I was the Bears.
Will Anderson, you got
Maybe.
it.
I know I would say offensive lineman because they kind of need, but I wouldn't waste I don't know. It's tough to
getting an edge rusher like Will Anderson on your team.
It's just tough
is a game changer.
It is.
You know?
It is. Because you have to plan around that as an offensive coordinator playing the Bears. So
that's who I think it'll be. I don't know if they'll trade their pick or not, but do you want to still stay on football and do NFL and then come back to basketball?
Sure, we can do that.
NFL. I mean, if you want to talk a little more about the Justin Fields, like if they were to trade the number one pick, who do you think? What would they go after? Because they don't need a quarterback. They need O-line help
and receiver
and receivers.
I would probably
not receivers. Get you a tight end. Get you a decent tight end. Get you another solid receiver, and then maybe draft another receiver.
But I would say maybe go after DeAndre Hopkins.
Good.
Like, I think that would be huge for
if the Chiefs don't get him.
I saw the Chiefs might get him too, and I feel like the Chiefs would need a number one receiver because Juju's a free agent, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, they got Kadarius Toney still, but he was a sleeper.
He was a sleeper.
He's going to be very good next year.
He was a sleeper.
But they need somebody like a DeAndre Hopkins name, like a number one like that, and they'd be really solid. Because I'm pretty sure they have a lot more picks than just the number one pick this year, the Bears. I'm pretty sure they got some from Chargers.
No, they just
Khalil Mack, didn't they?
Or
did he sign as a free agent?
I thought that was just one. I know the Eagles have 2 picks this year, the 10th and the 31st.
A lot of picks, but I don't know.
I don't remember either.
Not Broncos.
No,
Seahawks.
Broncos don't have anything.
That's what I meant. The Seahawks. They got
Seahawks will have
they got a lot
from
of
the Broncos.
And the Seahawks in the past have drafted really well.
Yeah.
Kenneth Walker. They had
Saints might have an additional one from
Tariq Woolen on defense.
The Broncos too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they're gonna be good.
Broncos are not. They don't have any picks, man. They're going to go buy some players. Best running back in the game today, NFL.
I got one going off of, actually, CMC, Christian McCaffrey, is my number one right now. But my personal favorite that I still think is definitely very good is Derrick Henry.
So, okay, I got both of those numbers down as well. Do you remember in the episode with Shanae Sharp when I said Christian McCaffrey was the best running back, and you guys just golfed?
I mean, because his numbers that he put up this year, they were really good because he didn't get hurt. In the past, he's been hurt all the time.
Going into the next question. Name one player from the last 20 years who could have been really good but was injured too much. Christian McCaffrey.
That's who you got?
He could have been so much better if he would have been healthy.
Yeah.
Dude, what records would he have set, man?
But Carolina had terrible offensive line those years that he was there. He was their only good player, so everybody could just stack the box with 7 people and just add blitz and everything like that. So that's why
he runs really hard.
He does.
You know
Derrick Henry
else runs really hard? Isaiah Pacheco.
He does.
Sharp's boy.
He does. I feel like he's...
But yeah, Henry's insane. 6'3", 240-pound running back.
And he's good. And he just had kind of an off year because their line was pretty bad this year.
Yeah.
They were actually very bad. Their O-line was. And their D-line. But I don't know. It's going to be a little bit different. I saw they traded some... Robert Woods, is that who they had? As a receiver?
Not sure.
They cut... His last name was Woods or something like that. They cut him. But
Taylor Lewan?
Yeah, they cut him too.
Yeah.
So, but he didn't even play last year because he was hurt, wasn't he?
I think so. He was doing podcasts.
Yeah. Couldn't even play because he was on the pod too much.
What's your player from the last 20 years?
I have 2.
I have 4, but I have more. I actually have 5, so I have 4 more.
Okay. Todd Gurley.
That was one of mine.
Dude, he would have been. I feel like he would have been so good because that one year he won the MVP.
Yeah.
He was insane.
And you know what's crazy? You want to hear something crazy I saw online? He's the same age as Calvin Ridley.
Dude, and he's young.
Yeah,
but
what are they, 25?
he just has terrible legs.
Yeah.
His knees were done. He had that one good year, and that's it. Who's another one that you got?
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson? You can't play double at 2 sports for.
I know, but 28 years old by the time he was done in football.
He was good.
Crazy.
He was good.
RG3.
That's another one.
Dude.
He broke into the league as a quarterback when it really wasn't what it is
Dual
today.
threat.
Like if he was like in college right now and was coming out, he would be one of the highest drafts like stock right now for sure, 100%.
It was only if you weren't Michael Vick, you weren't that type
Yeah,
of player.
and that's what
Because,
sucks. Like RG3 could have been that guy, and RG3. I mean, he wasn't the best passer, but I feel like he would have improved. Like Lamar Jackson wasn't the best passer either, and he improved. Justin Fields wasn't the best passer, he improved.
Yeah,
it's just a different game right now, and I feel like if he would have been in today's game, like I was saying, like college now or college a year before, 2 years before, he'd be so good, so good.
I mean, I love him on ESPN. I think he does a great job.
He does good. He does a really good job. Yeah,
he's really fun to watch. So, and then my last one,
Andrew Luck. I mean, yeah, he did retire, but I think
he was a neck injury, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was just. I think he could have broke some records.
I got one more as well.
Who's that?
Cam Newton.
Good one.
But I feel like he also kind of broke into the league too soon when it was still pocket passers. I mean, that one year he won the MVP, didn't he?
He did. I think the year they made the Super Bowl.
When he won the MVP,
15-1.
He had a lot of rushing yards and a lot of rushing touchdowns, so they utilized him good. But like I said, back then, even though that was 8 years ago, like you can't. People weren't looking at you to be a rushing quarterback or run like that. Like you have guys like Jalen Hurts, like this year, they utilize him a lot in the rushing role. Justin Fields a lot in the rushing role. So I feel like they definitely could have utilized Cam Newton a lot better in today's game, especially if injuries wouldn't have crept up on him, I guess.
Yep. There's several. I mean, there's several more you could name, but going on to
the shocking team that you can see making the playoffs this coming year.
I have 4.
I have 2.
I don't know if it's really
Shocking for the Jags.
I mean, I'd about put them down, but I wouldn't
it's
say
not really shocking.
Yeah, especially with
I'll take
how the
them
Titans
off.
are probably going to be pretty bad this year.
Jets.
I got the Jets, especially if they can get Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers. I feel like they're going to definitely be very solid.
Lions.
I got the Lions as well. You like Jared Goff as the Lions QB?
I do.
I do too.
I think they kind of really figured it out towards the end of the year.
And their defense is solid.
Their defense is solid.
O-line's not too bad.
Both, they have 2 solid running backs. They're doing good for them.
So
Jamal Williams, DeAndre Swift,
yeah.
And they got Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, he's
good.
He's underrated, man.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty good.
Oh, I think he's severely underrated.
Yeah.
He's very good.
Yeah.
He could go back to that first question from Ryan Fort. And then my last one
There's
is
a question mark after it. Seahawks.
If Gino... they were close this year to making it, weren't they?
They were the very last game, I think.
So maybe. Especially if they have a lot of draft picks. And like I said, they drafted Kenneth Walker last year, that Tariq Woolen. I think Tariq Woolen's on their team, isn't he?
I think. I'm not sure.
He was a corner or safety or something like that. So they've drafted really good in the past and have created Pro Bowl talent almost.
Yeah, he's Seahawks.
But because I feel like those two are probably going to be Pro Bowlers here in the future because they're really good this year.
For sure.
But and if they can draft like that and continuously draft like that, they're going to be solid, man.
You got one more thing?
I did not. Like the surprise question?
Yep.
No, did you have a question for me?
Yes. I didn't put an answer.
When I put one more thing in the outline, I meant for you to put something in there.
Oh, well.
Not like one more thing to build off of.
Well, why not? What team, other than the Chiefs, do you think Andy Reid could turn into a dynasty
Right now.
Oh, man. That's a good question.
Thank you. Because, I mean, is there really any other dynasties out there right now?
There really isn't.
Other than the Chiefs?
There really isn't. This is probably going to... Maybe Chargers, honestly. Because, I mean, I don't want to say Justin Herbert's not the same as Patrick Mahomes, but the style of play could be very similar. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you look at the Chiefs' offense and the plays they run, I feel like there's only probably a handful of quarterbacks that could run that offense that Andy Reid provides. Probably Jalen Hurts. Do you think he could?
Oh, yeah.
Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, probably.
Bengals, Joey B.
I don't think Joey B could.
Oh, I think he would.
I don't think he's as quick.
He doesn't. I mean, Andy Reid will restructure to what you need to do. But I just think those two guys, they can make some plays.
And I feel like, and I'm not an offensive coordinator, I've never experienced an offensive coordinator role or anything like that, but I feel like as an OC, you should build your offense and the style of play of the offense around the players that you have.
Yeah. Like
Patrick Mahomes being an absolute freak on the field, and Andy Reid builds around that. He utilizes weird plays and does weird things with Patrick Mahomes because Patrick Mahomes can do that. And I feel like if you could do that with Justin Herbert or Jalen Hurts or...
And those players can do it, too.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe not as good as Patrick Mahomes, but I guess we've just never seen it because nobody does it like Andy Reid does, which is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an answer for that one?
I mean, I kind of gave some input there. I don't know anything.
Bengals?
Yeah, I thought maybe the Bengals.
I don't know. I mean, several teams. I think Andy Reid is one of the greatest coaches of all time.
I do, too.
So, I mean, he could probably turn pretty much anything around.
And I feel like, I know this is gross, but Justin Fields, I think he could be like really good in Andy Reid's offense.
That would
so
be cool.
good in Andy Reid's offense.
Cool. There's several good ones.
He just has a terrible team around him.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible team.
Yeah.
Should we transfer
to the NCAA men's basketball?
Men's basketball. There's some conference deciding winners
This weekend?
I don't really have much of them down.
KU and Texas play each other, don't they?
KU and Texas.
They play
KU's
playing Tuesday night.
Yeah, we record on Tuesday, so they're playing, or KU's playing tonight.
I think they're playing Tech, aren't they?
They play at 8, so yeah, they play Tech, and then I think Texas on Saturday. So
if
they lose tonight and Texas wins tomorrow,
it could be a tie or share.
it could be it would be exactly tied, and then Saturday would be the game break.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be really cool.
So, like, if Texas loses, does Texas play tonight, or do they play?
Texas play tomorrow, I believe.
Okay, so if
they
lose,
win, or if they lose and KU loses tonight, it's
it'll
over.
So KU.
Or wait, no, it's not. Well, it's not necessarily over. KU will still get a share if Texas beats them on Saturday. So if KU wins tonight, they'll at least get a share.
No matter what.
No matter what. And if they beat
I feel like
Texas
they
or
should
Texas
beat Tech.
loses, they should beat Tech. It's at home too.
Yeah.
So they'll probably beat Texas.
So what if KU loses tonight, loses Saturday to Texas, and Texas wins tonight or tomorrow?
Texas wins it outright.
Yeah. So there's still quite a bit on the line.
Yep.
But
There is, but
by the time people watch this, they're probably going to be like, "Oh, KU's already got it in the bag," or
yeah, probably.
it may be a really good
Probably.
game.
you never know. Who's going to win the Big 12 in the regular season?
I think it's probably going to be KU.
I think it's probably going to be KU. I think they should win tonight, and
If-
then obviously.
If it's not just KU, it'll be a tie between them and Texas.
Yes, I really wanted K-State to win it. That would have been so cool.
That would've
to see
been
them win
cool.
football, Big 12, and
Yeah.
basketball. But
Big 12 championship tournament.
I literally could be a toss-up.
Dude,
I literally have that. Where I said toss-up. You really don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah, I put maybe K-State or Baylor.
I think K-State would be cool to win that.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Maybe OU.
It would be cool for like OU or West Virginia, the teams that are probably not going to make it, to win that, because then they get an automatic bid into the tournament. So then that means you might have like 8 or
Big
7
12,
or 8
yeah.
Big 12 teams in there.
It would be sweet.
Or
That'd be
even
really
9.
cool.
That'd be sick.
But literally, like West Virginia lost by 2 points to KU,
Yeah,
and
It's
it's
such
just
a
it is.
competitive
It
conference.
is. It's
It is.
crazy,
It's one of the best basketball seasons you've been able to watch.
especially in Big 12 play.
Big 12 play.
100%.
Next question: what are some potential 6 to 11 seeds in the tournament that you can see going deep?
When I was looking this up beforehand, Texas Tech was listed as one of the 6 seeds.
Mm-hmm.
I could see them going deep just because they've been playing such strong competition throughout the
Yeah.
whole year. I think Miami was another one that was listed as a 6 seed.
I like that.
I think they could be pretty
Nigel
good.
Pack.
Because didn't they just beat like a number 13? I can't remember if they beat somebody recently.
I'm not sure.
But and I think Gonzaga was even a number 6 seed.
Really?
They're
But
that far down.
I don't know actually. It might have been a 4.
I got
Who do you got?
Maybe Oklahoma State. They'll be somewhere down there.
Yeah.
I can see them making a run.
Yeah.
Duke.
In North Carolina, they're probably not going to be high seeds, but
They're gonna
they've been there before.
they're gonna be good in the tournament.
They're
100%.
gonna
be in the tournament.
I about
Look at
UNC.
North Carolina last year; they were an 8 seed, and they made it to the championship.
So if like UNC makes it, they have a terrible record. But if they just make it like win the tournament or something at the end of the year and get an automatic bid,
Well,
Like-
I mean, they don't have they're probably 19 and 11, and so that means they're probably gonna be like a 12 seed or like an 11 seed or 10 seed, something like
but
that.
like my thing is like I don't know if you know this either, but like a big conference or a big school like that from a big conference that has success, do they even rank them like at a 14, or would they automatically put them like 11 or a 12?
No, I mean they could rank them at a 14 if they're that low,
Yeah,
but usually
it's just random schools at 15 and 16 that you really never heard of.
it's just conference winners.
Oh, okay.
So like all them conferences, like there's I don't even know how many there are, like 30, 40
Yeah.
conferences, and like it's the winner. Like all them schools you've never even heard of. It's just the winner.
conference
whoever
winner,
won that
okay.
conference. I mean, they could be like the second person who got second at the tournament could have been like 32-4.
Yeah,
and
for
if they
sure.
lost, they probably still don't even get in just
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
they played such
that
horrible.
makes sense. I guess I really didn't know that. But so like yeah, UNC would probably be like a 12, 13, or 11.
Yeah, I would say so, somewhere in there.
11, 12, 13. I don't
Duke.
know why I went in that order.
Duke would probably be like 12, 11, 12, 13,
Yeah.
1.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
a
then-
10.
yeah. And I also got Creighton, possibly.
I about put them down.
They're sneaky in the tournament usually. So, favorite tournament moments of all time.
I got Villanova in that last second shot.
Chris Jenkins, I got that down as well.
But that was
From
really-
Archie Diacono
Yep.
was the guy's last name.
But that was great. I just remember I've watched that game. That was
Yeah.
probably the most recent one that comes to my mind of
Yeah.
watching.
Not last year when KU won.
I don't even remember watching that.
Really?
I don't.
I
Do you?
watched it. Yeah, I watched it.
I also got Steph's game where he scored 30 points as a freshman.
Yeah.
And then he came back and led them the following year in 2008 to the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
I also have number 16 UMBC beating number 1 Virginia a couple years ago.
What was that? Wasn't that Florida Gulf Coast? And when they
Number
were,
15 beating the 2 seed.
Yeah, I just remember that
And
being
then
really big.
that same year that UMBC beat Virginia.
Loyola Chicago, I think they were like 11 or 12
They made it
seed,
to the-
made it to the Final Four.
Yeah,
Which was really cool.
with the sister
Sister
team.
Jean.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then also I got
Chalmers 2008 shot. That was pretty good.
Very good. Very good.
pretty,
Over. Who did you shoot it over?
was it Derrick Rose?
It was. For the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yep.
No, not Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis Tigers. Sorry.
It was Tigers, yeah.
Wrong animal.
So yeah, unless you got anything else on NCAA basketball,
I do not.
I'm ready for
Who do you think's
trivia.
going to win NCAA tournament?
I don't think
champions.
KU's going to go back to
I
back.
don't know. I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's really just
I have
all
no
over the
idea.
place. It's going to be all over
I
the
have
place.
no idea who's going to win. Because, like,
All the big name schools like from last year aren't even ranked.
Yeah.
like
Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina, like none of the blue bloods except KU is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It's weird.
You got some trivia for me?
I do. Should be pretty good questions.
I got
too.
some really good questions. They're fun questions.
Do you have... I have 2 MLB, 1 NFL, 1 NBA.
I got 1 MLB, 1 NCAA basketball, 1 NCAA football, and 1 NFL.
Okay. That works for me.
You go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right.
MLB. In 2019, who led the MLB with 326 strikeouts?
Garrett Cole.
Garrett Cole.
Yeah.
Dude, he's dominant.
He's good.
I mean, he's a strikeout pitcher,
He is.
obviously.
It has also allows a lot of home runs and lots of walks, but you also get a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah. His ERA's typically relatively
Yeah.
low as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it comes with all that baggage, but in the end, your ERA is all that matters.
And you get an ace.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, what do I want to start with? I think I'm going to start with the NFL. What NFL coach, without his all-star player, has a record of
79 and 87 in his career.
What his all-star player?
So he had one player that kind of defined his career.
Belichick.
Belichick is 79 and 87 without Tom Brady. I don't know what his record is with Tom Brady.
That's crazy, though.
Let me look.
And everybody was saying when Tom Brady left the Patriots that Belichick could just start over with anybody else. But
Yeah.
obviously, we've been proven that's not the case. 100%.
So, I don't know if I read something wrong. In games he's coached the Patriots without Brady over his 23 seasons in New England, Belichick has gone 36 and 38,
Which is below 500.
which is below 500. So I don't know if I don't know what info's wrong. But with Brady,
219 and 64.
That's very good. Very solid.
So is Bill a good coach or is Tom a good player? Or both?
I think they worked well together.
They did work well together.
I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't get. When it comes to a coach and a star player like that, one of the greatest of all times, you have to have a good coach that,
Yeah.
like Phil Jackson and Michael Jordan.
Right.
Like, you have to have
Exactly.
that. Eric Spoelstra, LeBron.
Eric Spoelstra.
Ty Lue and LeBron. You have to have that good coach with a star player.
Who's that other coach for the Cavaliers that they had?
Ty Lue, wasn't it?
No, it was David something, maybe. I can't remember who it was.
Like in
I gotta look it up.
like in 2015 or like recently?
Like when he went back to Cleveland.
That was Ty Lue.
No, it wasn't.
Would have been 20.
Oh, what was his name? What was his name?
When they won it?
David Blatt.
No.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Did they win it with him?
2014 Eastern Conference Championship.
Okay.
They won with Ty Lue.
Yeah, see. You had to bring in a new coach.
Larry Drew was our coach for a bit.
They had to bring in a new coach.
Yeah.
It's Ty Lue, baby.
Ty Lue, baby. Oh, you got me?
I do. In 2004, this player broke the record for longest pick six with a 107-yard return. Who was it? Absolute beast.
Troy Polamalu?
No. One of the best safeties of all time, though. This guy. So is Troy Polamalu, but this guy is too.
What year was it?
2004. AFC team. Their defense was so insane for a bunch of years. Due to him and one other player. A couple other players.
Was it Dion?
No.
Who was it?
Ed Reed.
Oh. Man, I don't remember that. 107 yards. Ravens. Huh.
Him, Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs. They were good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Next question. What is
that
it?
wasn't
Bull.
an insane team. We'll go NCAA football.
Okay.
Who leads the head-to-head series? Nebraska
Versus Oklahoma.
Probably Nebraska.
No.
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma leads it. 47 wins.
To 38 wins, 3 ties.
It's really relatively close.
Ties must have been a long time ago.
Yeah. But the UNC, this is completely off topic, but UNC Duke basketball rival, that's separated by like one game.
Really?
And they've been playing for so long.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Next question, correct? For me?
Yep.
Who is 6th on the all-time 3-point made list in the NBA?
6th?
6th.
So 1, you got Steph Curry. Reggie Miller's got to be up there, right?
Yeah, Ray Allen's 2.
Ray Allen's 2. James Harden's supposedly 4.
I think he might be. Let me look.
He's not 6, obviously. Who's 6? It's not Kyle Korver. He's not that high.
I think he is, but...
Is he that high? Is it going to shock me?
Probably.
Does he still play?
Yes.
He's 6th.
James Harden's 3. He's in front of Reggie Miller.
Oh, my. James Harden's 3? Oh, my.
Kyle Korver's 5. So this guy's 6.
6.
He
still plays. Don't tell me it's Klay Thompson.
No.
Okay.
He is 12.
That's still crazy that he's 12.
LeBron's 9.
Really?
Vince Carter's 7.
6. Really? Jason
Terry 8.
6, and he still plays.
He's an absolute beast at threes, dude. He just had a career high this last
Dame
week.
Lillard?
Damian Lillard.
Oh, man, I forgot about
He had
that.
71 points.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
crazy. But all he does
13
is
of
jack up
22
threes.
threes.
Yeah.
That's still great percentage. That's like 60% shooting from 3. I would not stop either.
And he has one of the best. He does have the best out of the top 10 in 3-point percentage.
Really?
42.9. Steph's 42.8.
Wow.
Next question. What is it?
Dame Dollar.
NCAA basketball.
Basketball.
Who has the most career points?
For the University of North Carolina Tar Heels.
Tyler Hansbrough?
Tyler Hansbrough. 2,872 points.
Because he played probably 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Compared to everybody else, that was a one and done.
He was there a while.
He was there a long time. He was a beast, though.
The reason...
Have you ever watched Outer Banks on Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the new season?
Did you?
Yeah.
You see Armando?
Armando.
Armando Baycott was in it.
Was he really?
Yeah.
I didn't see him.
When they went and saw... Did you see the whole thing? Watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
Season 3?
Yeah.
When they went and met Barracuda Mike in that one shop.
That was Armando Baycott?
His bodyguard was Armando Baycott.
Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome. I didn't know that. I was just thinking that one guy
Hansbrough.
with... he was wearing a Tyler Hansbrough jersey. Did you see that guy? Rafe's guy...
Topper?
No.
Oh,
that other guy. I can't think of his name.
Benny, isn't it? Or something?
I don't know. Whatever that guy is.
I know who you're talking
who has
about.
a thing on his tooth.
Yeah.
He was wearing Tyler Hansbrough.
The guy that always
jersey.
calls him Country Club?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't
that
think
guy.
of his name either right now. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Armando Baycott.
No,
because he was in
I
it.
didn't know
Yeah, he's in it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Somebody was like, it's probably an NIL deal. He probably got some money off of it.
Well, obviously, you better get paid.
Oh, that's funny. I got one more question, correct?
One more.
Do you have one more? You
I
don't?
got one more as well.
Okay, yeah, I got one more. Since 2002, only one player has had over 155 RBIs in a season, and it was in 2007. Who is it?
Over 155?
He had 156.
Was it Adrian Gonzalez?
No. Starts with an A.
That was a really good guess.
It was.
Alex Rodriguez?
Mm-hmm. Alex Rodriguez.
156.
2002, do you know who it was? I can't remember how many he had. It was over 150.
2002.
Barry?
No. Played in El Central.
Albert?
Sammy Sosa.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could, yeah. Him or Mark McGuire. I don't know if Mark ever had a bunch of RBIs, but I'm sure he did.
Yeah, with all this roids him and Sammy took.
This next question I really like.
What is it? What is it?
How many first-round picks by the Royals were on the roster of the 2015 championship team?
And who were they?
Mike Moustakas was one.
He was in 2007, their first-round pick.
Alex Gordon.
He was their 2005 first.
How many are there? Can you tell me that?
5.
Eric Hosmer wasn't a first-round pick.
Eric Hosmer was a first-round pick
He
in
was?
2008.
Really? Luke Ochaver?
Luke Ochaver was a first-round pick in 2006. And there's one more.
Can you tell me his position, player or pitcher?
He's a position player.
Really?
Yeah. All of them are position players. Not a single pitcher.
Wasn't Lorenzo Cain because he was with...
So why the heck are we drafting pitchers lately? Because obviously this is better.
Oh, Salvi.
No. He was a first-round pick.
Oh, Mondesi.
No.
Wasn't he a first-round pick, though?
I don't think he was. Well, they're probably not in the actual MLB draft because you sign them out of like
Yeah,
the mini
that's
or whatever.
true. Gosh.
The international draft.
What position? Infield, outfield? Can you tell me that?
I think infield. Infield. Not I think. Infield.
I have no idea. Who's the last one?
Let me give you a
Big hint.
He was in two big key situations for the Royals. In the 2014 AL wildcard game and World Series when they won it. He was in two huge positions. Came up clutch both times.
Infield?
He was not a starter.
Yeah, I was going to say. Not Billy Butler because he wasn't on the 2015 team.
He scored the winning run, and he also...
Terrence Gore?
No. He scored the winning run in the AL wildcard game in 2014. And...
Johnny Gums?
No! And he had...
Josh Willingham?
He had the game leading RBI in the World Series game when they won it.
Oh, Christian Colon.
Christian Colon, 2010. 2010.
Oh my God, I can't
First
believe
round pick.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that if you wouldn't have gave me hints. Not a chance. Not a chance.
I didn't think he was a first round pick. I was like, what? Seriously?
Yeah, look how that panned out.
But yeah, I mean, hey,
He's got a ring.
I guess he won us a
two
World
pennant
Series.
champs, you know.
And right at an hour. How about that, brother?
That's it for episode unlucky number 13.
It was a lucky episode 13.
It was a good episode.
It was a
Went
really
quick.
good episode.
Went very
It
quick.
did go by fast.
But
So if you want shirts,
reach out to us.
Do you have that one thing made and we'll post?
Oh yeah,
Graphic?
I do.
Yeah.
I'll have post it.
we'll post that graphic. And yeah, Conrad, we'll
Congrats.
reach out to you. Congratulations. We'll get you your shirt as soon as possible. And yeah.
That's it.
Let's be Sports
Episode
Star.
13. We are out.
We're out.